All right, guys, welcome to another edition of Behind the Beat. This is November 2025. Today we're going to be talking about the outro to my brand new instrumental album, Leaves and Soil. It's called Where It Ends. And this is my personal favorite from the project. It was probably one of the last ones I did for it. I had this whole album done in 2023, but this particular song always stuck out to me, and I knew that I wanted it to be the outro because it just felt kind of like a grand finale type of track. And I'm not sure if I named it, Where It Ends because it ends the album, but I think it's pretty ironic that's the name too. Um, Before we get started, you can probably hear my voice is just destroyed right now. Getting over kind of like a cold right now. So bear with me on the voice thing. Um and I might be drinking some water here throughout this, but this shouldn't be too difficult. As always, this is a pretty simple production. We got 5 tracks total. Um so we'll get right in. The piano is really the driving force of this track. Um, and obviously, being a huge fan of melodic elements, I wanted to chop up some very emotional chords and kind of rearrange them. So this is the original sample right here, which I believe came from Splice. So I'll play you this. All I did to it was change the pitch and then I rearranged it. But here's what it sounded like before I did the rearranging. Very simple chords, nothing too complicated right there. So I wanted to kind of speed that up a bit. As you see, we're at 99 BPM. I wanted to speed it up a bit because this could be used for anything. You could use this for a ballad. You could put it in an R&B song. You could do anything to it. Um, but I knew I wanted to kind of speed it up a little bit and make it a tad different. So this is what I ended up coming up with for the 8 bars here. So right there, obviously, changes the dynamics completely just from being able to do that right there. So that is pretty much the foundation, and how this whole track gets going. From there, I wanted more upbeat percussion, something that wasn't necessarily like a dance track, but just had a little bit more lift to it. Um, so like I said, this kind of feels like the finale of like a movie or some type of show or something. um, it gives you a lot of hope. It's more of a hopeful feeling. This is one of the more upbeat ones from this project. And it follows Embrace, which is the other single, the one we did last month. And I think it was kind of a note to put both those tracks at the end of the project because it is kind of like coming out of the slower stuff. So this is the percussion that I ended up putting in here. Again, it's not really hip hop percussion, but it's more kind of upbeat stuff to match with the piano. You hear it's got some reverb, it's got some different elements to it, almost like some 80s style of reverb on certain elements of the percussion itself. So that again, that goes with kind of picking up that energy a little bit. And then we have the strings, which to me these are some of the most beautiful strings that I've had in a song before. Um, and I don't know, I just love like doing pre-chorus strings, especially just kind of signify the changes. So I wanted to do it on the pre-chorus and the chorus. So let's hear those. and those have a lot of dynamics to them. Yeah, I think that was just pretty self-explanatory. I wanted to add those in, and they just work for this song very well. The last element is these pads that I got from Pigments, and the sound itself. See what the sound is called. It's called Voices of the Forest. Don't know if I've used this one before. I probably have. I feel like I've used the majority of these pad elements. So if you go here to pads, you see all these different ones. I feel like I've used a lot of these before because I just love the textures. I love the sound that Pigments puts out, especially in their recent updates and things like that over the past couple years. It sounds that I gravitate towards the most. So let's hear those by themselves. So I just created my own little progression there. Very simple. Didn't even elongate those notes. It was more just like little hints here and there to kind of add some more flavor to it. And that's pretty much it. The only other element is right before the into the pre-chorus, or from the pre-chorus into the chorus, we have this reverse cymbal right here, which is very standard. Nothing crazy on that one. So yeah, that's pretty much the beat right there. We'll go into hearing the full thing now. So I'll take it probably right here. So that is that. The only other thing that I added in is probably what you just heard there. That little like part here, right at the end of the chorus, right before the next verse would start up. I drop everything out, and then it comes back, and there's nothing going on there. I got that from a ton of people have done this, but I got that directly from Apollo Brown, one of my favorite producers. He's done this on I think a good amount of tracks, but the one that I know is where I got it from is a song called Jupiter Gold from his instrumental album This Must Be the Place. He does that where he just drops everything out. Like there's a ton of elements happening, and then he'll drop it all out and then go straight back into the next verse. I thought that was really cool, and I can tell you for sure, I don't always remember making beats and like when or what I was doing when I was making stuff. That was definitely where that came from for this song. And Apollo Brown, again, one of my favorite producers. So I know for sure that's where that came from. I'll let you guys hear it again. See, I love that. Like you drop everything out and it just comes back, and kind of like refreshes, resets. Thought that was really cool to add in there. And I thought it fit this song perfectly, which, I don't think it fits every song. Like, I don't think I could do it for every beat, but I thought this one made total sense. And also, I think it sounds cool going into the end of the song too, because I do it twice here. So let's hear it going into the end. And then I obviously put the fade out as well, which is pretty standard, especially to end the album. Yeah, so that's it. I always talk about the marriage of sounds and how important that is, and always keeping it as simple as possible. I think this one is a perfect example, once again, of being able to do that. And like I said, this is my personal favorite from the album. The album itself, Leaves and Soil, is currently available on Even, for early listening. See, I knew I wasn't going to get through this without some issues with my voice here. Mm. Mm. It's been a rough like week or so with this, but hopefully I'm almost to the finish line of getting over this. But it's on even right now. You can get actually I'll show you guys the art piece because it's like right over here. Let me get it real quick. You can get one of these art pieces. I don't break something here. So this is the art piece. You can get on even. You can see that with the lighting. And this is all of the covers from the project. So we got the album cover up here, and these are the singles. I put this together. It's a little canvas. It's 10 by 10. Something different. I've done the vinyl with Unknown Advantage, done some t-shirts with some other projects, hoodies. Wanted to try something different. You can see the back is just canvas, straight up. So if you want one of these exclusively on Even, the link will be in the description of the video. Even is currently the only place you can get this. I might do a giveaway where you guys can get these, or you might have a chance to win one, maybe on Instagram. But I'm not selling these anywhere else but Even. So what you have to do is you pay $2 or more. You'll get access to the music, hear it before anybody else. But then you'll get a chance to get one of these. And I believe, I don't know the price for sure, but we set these at a certain price. So you'll be able to get that. So very cool though. So if you want that, check out Even. And you'll get to hear the album before anybody else. But the album itself, man, woo. The album itself, we're almost done, I swear, is going to be coming out on November 21st, which will be probably like a few days before this video drops. So the album's probably not going to be everywhere by the time this video drops, but it'll be on Bandcamp, it'll be on Apple, Spotify, all that stuff on November 21st. I guess if I have to say anything, just thanks for checking out the project. If and when you do, I do appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoy, all the singles I've been covering on these videos, but also this track and the full album itself. I think it's, a really good project for fall, especially in this type of cold weather season. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. And again, thank you for watching this one. Thanks for suffering through hearing me cough, watching me drink a bottle of water, and do all this other stupid stuff that you're seeing me do right now. But hopefully I'm recovered by the time another one rolls around here. But we don't stop over here, unless I'm, dying on the bed right there, which you can't see. I'm going to be making these videos. I'm going to be showing up, giving you guys content. So yeah, I will be good though. And hopefully, very soon recovered in the next few weeks. But thank you guys again for watching. Definitely check out the track, check out the album, get one of those art pieces if you feel so inclined to do so. But until next time in December, we'll see you then. And thanks for watching, guys.